Hello, good friends. Excuse me. Hello, good friends, and welcome. I need to drink some water. And welcome to Kelly's Wordy Reactions, where I review content and videos, then react and provide my commentary. If you would please hit the thumbs up and like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Feel free to hop in the chat while you're here or just sit back and relax. Whatever you decide, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Now let's get this show on the road. Okay, so I have to hop back over here to see. Yes, okay. Hello, listen to me, 301. Hi. I think I'm gonna already like this new feature. This is great. Okay. All right, so today, now this is a video that I have been wanting to review for a while now. And actually, I think it's good that I had not reviewed it yet because we can kind of look at it and see how it, aged. Did it age well or not? And that's probably going to be a matter of, opinion as everything else is, because you have some people that think that Diddy's trial is going not good for him, like things are not looking so good for Diddy. Let me have a swig of this water. And then you have some people that think the government has not proven their case, and they still don't really see where he has committed the crimes that he's being accused of. So it's really just going to kind of depend on your perspective until we get the jury's opinion. So we'll all definitely see. But yeah. So anyway, let's get to the video at hand. So this a lot of people know this content creator. Her name is down here in the corner. So we see who this is. And she had an opportunity to interview a man. He calls himself Charlucci, I believe. That's what I think I heard him saying, Charlucci. He has a brand called Lucci Brand. And this content creator had an opportunity to interview Charlucci on the third day of Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs' trial. And so yeah. And so anyway, you'll see why I'm saying it's an interview, like I'm saying it as soon as we start reviewing it. But basically they did an interview. He says that he is Diddy's god brother. He actually said some other things. Okay, so let me just set this up. So the content creator here says that this is Diddy's god brother, cousin, pretty much everything. I think that's how she put it. Now, as for me, that's probably where it would have ended, because if we can't even get firm on who you are and how you know this man, then I'm going to feel like this is a nonsensical situation and I don't want to be a part of that. So, but she went further, and I guess she did because she actually does see him dealing with the family some. So it is now, as for me, again, this is as I've seen this thing rock on. So I have not seen him get in the car with the family. I have not seen him get out of the car from being with the family. I've seen him walk alongside the family. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and review this. Apparently, the people in Diddy's family do know who this man is. However, like I said, I haven't seen him riding with them. I've seen him standing with the crowd or coming out, walking alongside of them, and then opening car doors and stuff like that for them in the morning. So, and in the evening. So let's just go ahead and see what Charlucci has to say, and we'll see what you think.
Hey guys, I'm here. We're back at. I was inside, and the line is so freaking long. I said, you know what? I'm gonna be in the overflow anyway. Why not show the people what's going on outside? Let me get to Diddy's god brother, cousin, god brother, aka everything. Hold on.
So that's how she put it. Cousin, no, she said, let's go over here and talk to Diddy's god brother. And then she said, cousin, god brother, aka everything. Okay, so let's see if we can get it sorted out who he is from his perspective.
All right, here we go, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, my darling. How are you? You out here by yourself? You smell good. You smell good. What you got on?
A mixture. Cloud crystal.
Cloud crystal? Yeah. They smell good. Make me want to scrumptious eat. Let me stop. All right.
So let me know when you're ready to do your little.
Yes, I want to end this.
All right, so come on. You have to.
Okay, y'all. This is one of
let me take my little.
Okay, he got to take his head tie off.
I'll get you properly.
He's gonna give it to me properly, y'all. This is what you call favor. God's favor.
All right.
All right.
My name is Charlucci.
Charlucci, and who are you?
Family member and very, very, very dear close friend of Sean Puffy Thomas.
All right, y'all. He's the man now. He's the man to get to know. Okay. So, what do you think about what's going on so far? The testimonies and stuff like. Just your opinion.
I know.
So, what do you think about
what's going on so he says, she says, who are you? And he says, I'm a family member. I'm a very, very dear close friend. Oh my gosh. I don't know about y'all, but I couldn't take this. Okay, I probably shouldn't be putting myself in the position because it's not me. And so I'm going to try to take myself out of this, but I'm just saying, if I couldn't have figured out who exactly he was before we got started, I don't think I would be, stamping him onto my platform as because we don't even know who he is. We haven't even figured out, like, who are you, sir? Who are you? How can I introduce you if you have all these titles and things? Can you just say one person that you're attached to and how, and then maybe you can say, and I'm a good family friend of the rest of the family. I'm like Diddy's cousin-in-law on his brother's side, and then I'm a good family friend to the rest of the family. Like, can we solidify who you are? But I'm still not getting it, but let's go further. Let's go further.
In my opinion, only thing was shown that he committed domestic violence. It was consensual. The sexual act was consensual.
Mm-hmm.
beyond being consensual, they were freaks.
Mm-hmm.
and it takes two to tango. So, in my opinion, I'm still waiting to see the crime, just like everyone else.
Waiting to see the crime. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you don't
And
see
last
it.
time I checked, being a freak and doing freaky things aren't a crime or against the law.
Okay. But now it's like now the world knows it, so it might be an embarrassment for some.
At best.
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
And
So let's stop him right here too. Actually, I'm gonna go back a little bit because I wasn't super focused on what he was saying.
The world knows it, so
last time I checked, being else.
waiting to see the crime. Yeah. Okay.
In my opinion, I'm still waiting to see the crime. And it, beyond being consensual, he committed domestic violence.
Okay, we know that, Charlucci.
Favor.
Okay, all right, let's go with this right here.
All right.
He's gonna get himself ready.
Charlucci, and who are you?
Family member and very, very, very dear close friend, Sean.
All right, y'all. He's the man now. He's the man to get to know. Okay. So, what do you think about what's going on so far? The testimonies and stuff like. Just your opinion.
I know, in my opinion, only thing was shown that he committed domestic violence. It was consensual. The sexual act was consensual.
Okay. So he's been there. He's been there since this whole thing started, and I don't think that you can say that every act was consensual. So this was day 3, again, day 3 of the trial, and I feel like, so we started off, we had like 2 witnesses before Cassie. So yeah, maybe at this point in time he hadn't gotten, they weren't super deep into Cassie's testimony by this time, because this was, I guess, morning of day 3. So I'm gonna give him, I guess I'll give him that. But yeah, we definitely found out that every act wasn't consensual. Okay. Now we know that they are in a relationship. We also know that Diddy employs Cassie. So, there's a lot of problems already. But yeah, I would say that I disagree with him on this very kind of first point that he's making.
Beyond being consensual, they was freaks. and it takes 2 to tango. So, in my opinion, I'm still waiting to see the crime, just like everyone else.
Waiting to see the crime. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you don't.
And last time I checked, being a freak and doing freaky things aren't a crime or against the law.
Okay. But now
This is Pod 5.
Okay, hold on. I'm having a technical difficulty. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm bringing it back up. And 3, 2, long pause. I think this is it. Okay. All right, let's bring it back.
In my opinion, I'm still waiting to see the crime, just like everyone else.
Waiting to see the
hear
crime. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you don't
And
see
last
it.
time I checked, being a freak and doing freaky things aren't a crime or against the law.
Okay. But now it's like now the world knows it, so it might be an embarrassment for
At
some.
best. At
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
And that's still not a crime. I've been embarrassed plenty of times. Haven't you? You've done things.
Hello. Yeah. I don't want folks to know what I did either.
Exactly. But it is what it is. I mean, we're just in a world where people pry into people's personal business. But that what a couple do in their own bedroom is no one else's business, especially if it's consensual.
And adults.
Well, 1,000%.
Adults.
I mean, the government had everybody thinking there was children in the case.
Yeah.
There's no kids. They told you it was drugs. There's no drugs. They told you there was all this crazy stuff going on, and it's none of that. So I'm still waiting to hear everything they promised.
Now, I'll agree. Did the government actually say that there were children? I don't remember that. I don't know about that part. I do know that's what the YouTube streets said. I even reacted to a video of a young lady that said that she was at a party, like a Diddy house party, and she saw children in the room, and she felt like the atmosphere wasn't an atmosphere that children needed to be in other words. But as far as the government, I don't remember the government saying that there were any children. And then now he's talking about substance abuse and whatnot. Yeah, we did know that was something that was known. So I don't know why he would be denying that part, because that's something that has been known about. He's not even being charged with that, however, but the substance use, that's widely been known. And if this is his close family member, I don't know why he wouldn't know that. But okay, let's go further.
They told the world and had everybody, they neutralized the support system by doing that. Because as a culture, we protect women and we protect children and we say no to drugs, right? So by them putting all those crazy accusations out there, people fell for it. Because people understand when he got indicted, they automatically think that means you're guilty of something.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got indicted. They must have evidence. Okay, let's see the evidence. All right?
Yeah.
Love.
Love y'all. Let's see the evidence. Now we're waiting for the family. See, I stay close to him because where he is where the family is. I've learned that a long time ago, y'all.
So it seems like that was like the end of the interview, but it's not. So yeah, they kind of take off from here and start looking for the family to arrive and things like that, and then kind of pick up. And it's odd because he is the one that I don't know, used the Diddy thing of love at the end, and then kind of like cut the interview. Like, okay, we're gonna see what happens. Love. And then yeah, they're gonna look and see what's going on around them for a few minutes and come right back with the interview. So saying that, all that to say, this is not the end of the interview. All right, let's carry on.
So how's everyone doing this morning? Good morning. I was inside the building. I was inside, but when I got in there's a whole bunch of folks in there, and I will be on the overflow anyway. So why rush? Why rush to be in the overflow? It doesn't look like I'm getting in the main building, in the main courtroom for a while.
My Instagram is Lucci Brand.
Lucci Brand is his Instagram. Right up in his hat. Lucci Brand. Can y'all see that? Okay. Gucci brand. Who's that coming out? That's Mr. Steele or one of them? That's who's that coming out, y'all. That's Nicole Moreland. That's Nicole. That's Nicole Westmoreland coming out, y'all. So Nicole. Hey, that was, wow. The camera people are very rude, y'all. They push me all out the way. You see that? They are very rude. That guy pushed me out the way. I should have pushed him. They're very rude. They're a doggy dog, man. They just pushed me out the way.
Don't worry, I got you.
You
Listen,
got me?
anyway, to make my fucking short, even when you were like, did you get accepted here in the testimony yesterday?
Yeah, I heard it yesterday.
You didn't show.
See, the thing is, the people that's on the outside, they don't see what we hear, and they don't see what we see.
Right.
And
They
even
told
with
you,
the tissue thing,
that
it was on key.
Right.
It was on key.
It was found now 1, 2, 3 cry.
Exactly. And then when the picture pop up, cry right here. But she didn't even cry.
No.
There was no tears, y'all.
But here's the thing. They try to like I said, they try to make you believe one thing, and then they try to.
It's a narrative they're trying to push out. See, we're gonna tell the truth.
But the juries are smart. Right? That's a smart jury.
Yeah.
And the judge is smart.
Yeah.
The judge is not allowing the crazy. You know what he's doing. He's young, but he's a smart judge.
Yeah. Y'all, let me just tell y'all, it was not exactly the way they were. And all this celebrity that they talk about coming, there's no celebrities coming like that.
Ain't no way one celebrity showing up.
No celebrities coming. All these people try to
No,
act
I
like,
think
oh, there was this going on. They're
creator
not coming.
hadn't quite. I think she hadn't quite picked back up on the fact that they're continuing the interview. So, so he's trying to get in the camera. He's trying to work his way back to like getting in her camera because he knows that she's on her live stream and everything. And I want to say when he ended the interview, right? So he didn't give out any of his social media or anything. So now they've kind of resumed the interview, but it's as if they're just kind of chatting and she lost track of the fact that he was actually doing an interview or maybe picking back up on the interview. So it's kind of funny to see him trying to work his way back into the camera. But yeah, let's see what they're saying.
Who's that coming in now?
Cassie.
Cassie? Yeah. You go Cassie, y'all.
That's her husband.
That's her husband. That's Cassie's husband. That was Cassie's husband.
That's her husband.
Uh-huh. That was Cassie's husband, y'all. Y'all see that? That's what they get. They were trying to bogart me and see what happened.
I want my man.
You stepped on the... Yeah.
Now the content creator here is quite upset that she was getting, pushed out of the way and stuff by the other, I don't know, photographers and content creators and sort of paparazzi type people that are out there. And the only thing that I was really thinking on this part was, some of them are making like thousands of dollars to get these shots. And, most of them is more so about the shot than getting an interview because these people they're not really giving any interviews. They're hopping in and out of the car every day. They don't want to talk. They don't want to answer any questions. So it's really more about just photographing them, getting the best pictures that they can get, and looking to see who else is coming. And this content creator, from what I can tell, she's not really she's not really there for that. And I think probably some of the people have figured out, like, okay, you are like, you're not trying to get the shot, you're not trying to get an interview, you're not even really like reporting on what's like currently going on. You're not just like talking about what's happening. Oh, this is happening. This person is coming in. Everybody look, So that's probably why. That's probably why they're like, okay, we're serious. We're making money off of these shots, and we got to get this shot. And so, it's a serious thing. But she's, upset because she's getting pushed out of the way. Let's go further. Let's go further.
Hey, that was kind of rude. These people get on my nerves.
That was a girl, looked like a man.
It was a girl.
Yeah.
That's why I get. Y'all both got me, and I got it before y'all. See? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Well, anyway, so now I'm saying.
Who's that coming now? Who's that? That's her? Is that Kathy?
No, she's been with him. She's been with him already. What time is it?
It is 8:39. You think they might have dropped her off on the other side?
Yeah, no. They're going her into the back.
Oh, okay.
She can start with it. They're gonna have her totally different.
Yeah. Somebody captured her picture yesterday. Who's that coming?
That's not us for that window vision go there. There's you somebody there right now?
I said somebody captured her picture yesterday. Hey, how you doing? Your feet's getting wet.
Somebody did what with the picture?
They captured Kathy yesterday when she was coming out. Yeah, we have the transcript for tonight. I'm doing a reenactment of the transcript. I've been reading the transcript on my live.
If you're just
Send the folks
coming
over there
in, this
to me.
is
I bet I'll do that.
the
Okay,
very
thank you.
disjointed interview between a content creator and a man named Charlucci,
But
that
there is an
claims
agenda.
to be
You know that, right?
Diddy's
Like
godbrother,
I told you, the jewelry
close
salon,
family friend.
and they're gonna see all that.
Why didn't you get a plastic bag? Your bag is all soap now.
When I initially came out, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
When I initially left the house,
Yeah.
it wasn't really that.
Yeah, we this weekend we're gonna catch up on the whole thing. We're gonna read all the transcript that we have, and then we're gonna have the reenactment. Anybody that wants to partake in the reading, please email me. I got some people already who said they're gonna do it. So
This is the part when I think they're waiting on some
is it
other
gonna rain
people to
tomorrow too?
arrive.
It's gonna rain
And
until Friday, right?
Yep. I'm glad because it gives me a good time to relax.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah,
is still
the next-
kind of
the-
waiting
the-
to be
the-
interviewed.
We got 2 weeks in.
Complete the interview.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
You might
You
wrap
think-
before then.
Like I said, you think it's gonna go all the way to 8 weeks? I don't think so either. Cause she's a star witness, and the star witness is not that
She didn't give
star.
nothing.
She's not that star.
She didn't give nothing. They thought she was gonna come today right now. Now
Okay. Chatty Patty asked, how is Diddy's children doing to hearing the testimony?
they feel the same way. They waiting to hear. I mean, of course, it's embarrassing to hear the stuff that she said, right? And the stuff that she alleged, because there's no proof that anything she said was true anyway. So this is cross-examination is about. That's why you get cross-examined. Because you get, like right now, if a cop came over here and you said I did something to you, they're going to pull you to the side and let you tell your story. Then they're going to pull me to the side and ask me what happened.
Okay, then
two
it's
sides to every story.
Exactly.
Just because she said this happened doesn't mean that that's what took place.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention,
How are you, hon?
Pay attention to what the.
You could go in front, yeah. Yeah, okay.
If you pay attention to what the first witness said, he said he was the actual sex worker. All of a sudden she claimed he said everything on the contrary, actually.
Okay, phenomenal woman said, I hope he's found guilty in all counts. If not, he will become a bigger monster.
Or you got to prove that he's a monster first. Did he commit domestic violence? Yes, Chad, whatever her name is. Yeah, he committed. Yeah, but that don't make him guilty of something else. So if you lie to your husband or your girl or whatever you have going on at home, does that make you guilty of stealing? Does that make you guilty of doing murder? Does that make you guilty of all these things just because you did something else? No, that's not how that works. But you're entitled to your opinion.
Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. All right. I was inside the building. The line is long, and I'm going to be in the overflow. So I figured, hey, at least I'll make myself productive and giving you guys something to look at. It's raining out here. And then I got my sneakers on today. Got my sneakers on. My purple sneakers, right? None of that flat shoes. Oh, there they go. They got a family, right? Isn't that them?
No.
Okay.
I was just Mercedes.
Oh, Mercedes.
But yeah. But see how people form their own opinion over one thing? And that's what's wrong with them.
No, my feet doesn't hurt anymore. I got sneakers on. Those flat yesterday was killing my feet.
That's what's wrong with it. We form our own opinion.
Without hearing all the facts, right?
Yeah, you hear one thing, and all of a sudden, I done did a whole bunch of stuff. I don't hear nobody screaming justice for the kids that the Abercrombie and Fitch guy took down.
You noticed that? Nobody's saying anything about those kids.
When here?
Yeah, wait. How about Abercrombie Finch guy? Oh, those kids. What about those kids? And he's not going to be tried right now because they say he's not competent.
Right.
So he's sitting at home.
Now, this deflecting tactic right here is something that is really, really annoying because I'm pretty sure that somebody somewhere is keeping up with the Abercrombie and Fitch case. So I forget his name, but when everything was going, when he first got arrested, was it him and the partner, or was it just him? I can't remember, but the man that used to be over Abercrombie, had to say it a little bit slow. The man that was over Abercrombie and Fitch, he got arrested, he got out on bond, and nothing is happening right now. Now, I mean, of course, you could argue like, why was he able to get out on bond? Diddy wasn't able to get out on bond. And to that, I can only say, I mean, I don't know. We do know that there were a lot of people that were afraid to testify against Diddy. And we do know that behind the scenes, he had a lot of witness tampering going on. They let us know that one of the people that they were trying to get as a witness, he contacted the person like 50 some odd times in a day after not even talking to her very much, if at all, previously. So, I mean, I think there was some real concerns with people's safety, with allowing him to get out on bond. And I think that's probably the main reason he's not out on bond is because they were concerned for these people that are speaking out against him, the victims, and also different witnesses. I think there was some real concern for their safety. And so, um, as far as the Abercrombie and Fitch man, people will be talking about him too. You know, you can't, when the spotlight is on somebody, you can't just keep looking around and saying, what about this person? What about that person? Nobody's talking about them. Nobody's talking about that. It's not even true. What is true is a lot of times there is a lot of activity going on around somebody else's case. You're just not focused on that case. So you think nothing is happening and nobody's talking about it. But somebody is keeping up. You know, best believe somebody is keeping up with him. And, you know, it doesn't have anything to do with everybody just wants to see this one person go down. It has more to do with people's focus. You're focused on this person just like other people that you see are focused on this person. Don't focus on somebody and then sit up and say, why is everybody focused on this person? Well, you leave leave the city, leave the conversation, go to another conversation, and you'll see, and it'll seem like nobody's talking about that person where you just left anymore, because now everybody where you are is focused on another conversation. So if you don't want people to focus on it, why don't you leave? You stop your focus, and then you know, you'll be doing something to help the situation if that's what you want to do. All right, let's move forward. There, it's like insane and insanity just going back and forth. But let's let them tell it.
Home.
Right, relaxing.
He's sitting at home. He got bond, and yeah.
And what about the guy, Snyder guy from Nickelodeon? Y'all see, they don't talk about that kind of stuff. These people actually committed these crimes. All the kids on Nickelodeon and Jake and Josh went and said they was molested by this man. He went to jail for 3 years, I think. If that. But no one's talking about him. Then he went and got a job at Disney. Go look it up, y'all. But y'all want to talk about this man who had consensual sex with his girlfriend and did consensual things sexually. That got nothing to do with nobody else. That's not our business. If we mind our business, right? What's our business is domestic violence. That's everybody's business. No man's supposed to put his hands on a woman and vice versa. I don't condone none of that.
She said Cassie is laying the foundation for the other victims.
There's no other victims. That's the name of the victim.
Name the victim, he says.
She can't.
Name the other victim, he says. She
can't.
Now he said there's no other victims. Now, keep in mind, it's up here. It's up here at the top. Day 3, Diddy's trial. There's other victims. If this man is so close to the situation, he's a family member, and if he's not a blood relative, he's a super close family friend, according to him and the content creator that's interviewing him. Why, sir? How on earth do you not know that there's more than just Cassie? And why even say that? Why say that? People are going to be looking at this trial until it ends. Why on earth are you saying that there's nobody else? How did they predict that this is going to take 2 months? It was a 2-month prediction at first as to how long this trial is going to take. How and why would they predict that it's going to take that long if they only had Cassie as a victim? This is just, you know, I don't know. You know, I love quoting Cat Williams when he was on Club Shay Shay. And I remember he said, I had the exact quote. I think it was that he said, no one knows why liars lie. No one knows. That's how I feel about this. Like, Obviously, we're going to find out there's more victims. Why would you say that? But yeah, no one knows.
There's no.
The other one of them is not testifying, y'all.
Okay, so guess what? When you testify, you gotta have proof, right? You get up there and you lie, you going to jail. You sit up there and say something that's not true against someone in federal prison, in federal jail, or in federal court, you're going to jail. Perjury. And then everybody gonna see your face all over the place for lying. So if you don't have the proof, if I got proof, I'm coming up. I'm coming. I'm showing up because guess what? I said you did this. I'm gonna prove you did this. That's how that works.
Oh, there's nobody coming.
Everybody gets scared when it's time to go to court now. That's what everybody's scared now. Uh-oh. Because you gotta face the music. You gotta show the prosecution. You gotta show the defense all of this stuff that you said alleged happened to you.
But didn't she show that they said the laptop came from
her.
Cassie?
Yeah, she the one that had the videos of her plus.
Yeah, that's what the judge. Yeah, they did say she had a video.
Plus they never took one tape from Courthouse. There's no celebrity sex tapes or freak off tapes. None of that ever happened. So I don't. Just that when we get news, everybody run with it and make up whatever story you want to make up. There's no celebrity freak off tapes or videos.
Now, just because that has not been brought up as far as this trial is concerned, that does not mean that. That does not mean that. As a matter of fact, what's coming to mind is how after Diddy got raided, they had these lawyers coming out and starting to have people that were doing their lawsuits and making their claims and everything. One of the things that was said was that sometimes the people who might have been in tapes might be contacted to find out if they want to work out some sort of pre-lawsuit deal. I don't know what the correct way to say it is, but to settle. I guess that would be the main thing, to settle with whoever it is that has a claim against them. So, and also that's not to say that, somebody else won't eventually end up prosecuted whenever they do that investigation and get them together. So just as for right now, they haven't said that, and supposedly there's no celebrities that are victims, and that we know of. I don't know. There could still be some celebrity that's a victim. I wouldn't. I don't imagine it as part of this case, but I feel like this is another claim that he's making, that he's just talking. I don't think that he fully knows what he's talking about, except for that I don't think that that's part of this case. But to say that there hasn't been any tapes with celebrities on it, that's just he can't make that claim.
Or anything like that. Ain't no celebrity on this sexual, nothing with Cassie and Puff, none of that. Don't exist.
And one of the things that everybody kept saying inside the courtroom, because I was asking the people inside the courtroom, they were asking, okay, if this was happening, why did she stay
for
11 years? 11 years.
11 years. And then when his girlfriend died, she came back to help him with the kids. Go look that up.
Oh, whoa. Did y'all say that again? Say that again?
When Kim died, she came back after having 2 kids with a husband to come be by Puff's side. After being married for whatever year she was married. When Kim died, she came to support Puff.
Did you hear that, y'all? When Kim died, she came to support him.
And this I don't believe either. I don't believe this. I think if she did call him or text him or email him or whatever exchange they might have had, what he said at first, she came back to help him with the kids, and then he's going to kind of downgrade it to she came back to support him. and then he's going to downgrade it again to, well, she called him and asked if he was okay, and basically she shouldn't have, if she's done with him, she should be done, and she shouldn't even have anything else to say to him, and all of that. I mean, I don't know, it's just it's wild. I don't believe though that she came back to help him with any kids. There's no indication that she ever even had any sort of relationship. Now that we've listened to so many days of this trial, I don't see that there's ever been any indication that she had anything to do with his children. I don't remember hearing anything about her and his kids. So, yeah, this is another thing that I don't believe about his interview.
Go look. They can find the pictures. They're all over the internet. She took him out to lunch. She
took him out to lunch, y'all.
She took TMZ called her, taking him out to lunch, and she's writing stuff on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, he's such a great dad and such a great person. We got your back. We love him. Why she's married and had 2 children and moved on? If you moved on, you moved on. What you come back for?
Okay, y'all hear this? That's what the consensus is.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do your homework. When y'all sit up in y'all group, y'all charge somebody for something. They were both in a weird, toxic relationship that worked for them.
Who is y'all? Who is y'all, sir? We not the government. I mean, I would imagine that anybody out here, could work for the federal government, but y'all, like, we are not the government. Who, when you're talking to this lady's chat from her platform and he's saying y'all charge this man, what are you talking about? We are court watchers. That's what we are. We're looking at this thing play out. But to say y'all charge this man, like, this is a far reach. Who is he talking to? This is strange.
It might not work. That might not work for you and I, but it worked for them. I'm not standing nothing for no 11 years. And if I get away, I'm definitely not coming back when I got away and got a whole new family, a whole new life, and I'm chilling. Something happened to you, it happens to you. Ashanti, when Irv Gotti passed, she minds her business. Even though him and her had to pass and he supported her, she was not going to disrespect her husband by going to support him and cry and weep over him. She's not going to do that. She done moved on. She wished him well from afar, which was respectful.
Ken says you're making stuff up. He says it's men like you. This is pathetic. That's what he says.
I'm making it up. Hey, Kim, go look for yourself. Ken, men like me, check this out, Ken. You go do your homework. Why don't you read a little bit? You go research what I said, right? That's what, being I'm making it up. You go research it. I don't know what you're upset about, bro. That's a bro or a bro. What is it? A woman?
It's a guy.
A guy. Listen, bro. You bugging. Go check it for yourself. You scared to fact check? If you're gonna be on here, go fact check. I'm just saying nothing. I'm making it up. I'm making it up. Go look up for yourself and then you look yourself in the mirror and see who you really are. Because for you to judge somebody without checking the facts out, already tell me what kind of person you are anyway. So you enjoy your day.
Yo, Linda says a news station said, hey. Oh.
Somebody from her chat told him he was making stuff up. Okay, so
you know what?
This is like
let's do that. But
commercial break right in the middle of their interview.
Because my deadlines are so
comes
crazy.
Walking up. I think she might be from.
No, my phone died.
Your phone died?
I gotta do
She's from another media outlet, if I remember correctly.
But
So
yeah,
what are you saying?
So they're gonna chat it up for a minute. Apparently, I think she probably wanted to talk to him because he sees him. Like I said, so I do give him, he knows the people, or the people know him, or some kind of way he's gotten to know Holmes family. He
He
walks out with them. I've seen him walking out with them in the evening. I've
Okay.
seen him
Let me go get my
at
you
the
know I'm late.
car door, helping to
Hey,
let
we're in
them in.
overflow. We're in overflow right now.
I have a line for the show. It's like 5.
Oh, you are saying okay, okay. All right.
So let's see
So
what else they have to
Tell him I ain't people
say.
that do it.
they're saying that you're misinformed. They're saying the incident in 2016 stated that he is saying didn't happen. Oh, he didn't say anything about that didn't happen.
I never said. Who said it didn't happen?
I don't know.
I know. Okay, go ahead. So let me say this. See there?
He said you believe P. Diddy is innocent?
Hold on. Go ahead. Innocent of hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Innocent of what, he asked?
Innocent of what? Hidden Cassie? No, he's not innocent.
He's not innocent of hitting Cassie.
He's not.
Linda said 18 years, but the news live, because if it's 18 years, if the video happened in 2016,
Yeah.
that's not even 10 years.
No, the video happened at 2016, March 5th,
But
2016.
that's less than 10 years.
Yeah.
So they saying how the news is saying that he hadn't seen him in 18 years. If
No, the news is reporting that he hasn't seen her since 2018.
18, that's not 10 years, y'all.
He haven't seen her since 2018.
Y'all got the 18 years is incorrect. Whoever put that in there is incorrect.
2018, the last time they saw each other.
2018, not 18 years, 2018.
When they last saw each other.
Yeah. When did Kim die?
2018.
Okay, Kim died 2018. Okay, it says Sunday Dollar says pre-Diddy fans are just delusional as MAGA's nuts.
Well, he ain't got nothing to do with it. First, I'm not a fan, and two, I'm not a fan, and two, we're talking about someone's guilt. We talk about somebody doing something. That's it. We talk about somebody committing a crime. We talk, okay, domestic violence is one thing, but you're not going to put a whole bunch of stuff on me that you can't prove. Tell y'all prove he did it. Y'all so smart. Y'all prove he did something other than what y'all saw on the video.
Which is domestic violence?
Yeah, that's it.
Domestic violence, y'all.
Yeah, domestic. No one's saying he's a prior.
Isn't that what he's
No one said
court
he didn't
trial
commit
to
the
prove?
crime or commit the thing with domestic violence. No one said he didn't do that. What we're saying is that
it's not a RICO. That's what he said, basically saying. It's not a RICO.
It's not sex trafficking.
Not sex trafficking. It's not a RICO. They were in a relationship and they did some freaky things.
That's it.
That's what he's saying, y'all.
That's it. The government's trying to make you think that if you and your girl in the crib doing something freaky, y'all breaking the law. If you meet a girl and I don't know what's going on over here on the other side of this phone, but I'm quite sure all of y'all or some of y'all have met someone and took them to another city to hang out, to go to dinner, or even to a hotel or go to parties for the weekend and had consensual sex. Well, the government is telling you that that's sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's what they saying. So yeah, you can't fly nobody out to go have a good.
Oh, the misinformation. The misinformation is just running rampant on here. Yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. And the way that he's just minimizing everything. And so you have the content creator here. Now she's says that she's not really having an opinion about this, but she seems to be having an opinion about it. She seems like she doesn't think that what he's being accused of is what he did. That's how it seems like that's what's coming from the content creator. Now, this was day 3. This was day 3 of the trial. They had 2 people before Cassie, and this is day 3. So how in the world they thought that they were going to get all the information and predict if the government is proving its case on the morning of day 3? I don't know. I have no Like, I don't understand why they think that on day 3 of this thing, they would already know if the government has proven its case. They hadn't even had time to talk about all the different things that have been charged on the morning of day 3. And they're just, you know, already deciding that nothing has been shown to prove what he's charged of. And I just don't know how they would think that he even had time yet, or that the government has had time to make their case. For a trial that's supposed to last 2 months, you would think that they would be a little bit more conservative in their talk, but let's move forward.
So let me explain something to you again. Let me explain this to you again. So being that I'm a whatever they said I am, right?
You're a fan.
Right.
That's what they say. You're a fan.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that when they said they use the word loosely, they use the word sex trafficking because what pops in your head, people that don't like to think, is people in the shipping containers, people tied up, people being abducted off the street.
That's what
they know you would have never thought, oh, two guys, a guy and a girl, bringing in another person to join them for a threesome. They know y'all would have thought that was sex trafficking. They knew y'all would have thought it was children. It was force. It was kidnapping. It was drug in the car. He don't know these people. Y'all the same people that believe you can put drugs in baby oil. Stop it, man.
Okay, that baby oil drug thing is incorrect, y'all.
Y'all the same people. Y'all, especially the other two people I talk to. I guarantee you, these are the same people that probably didn't even finish high school, because you know that water and oil don't mix. You can't put powder in baby oil because it stays on the top. It don't mixture. And two, if you pour water, which is GHB mix, with baby oil, it will not mix. So, and he's not being charged with drugs. Had it been drugs and baby oil, he'd have had a drug charge. Come on, use your brain. Y'all want to believe it. I can tell y'all lives are screwed up. Y'all somewhere mad because y'all, whatever y'all life is. Just figure it out. That's it. But
so the person here, Tupac Shakur, said, "Let me get out of here." Folks in here defending this demon.
No.
I just think it's ridiculous for him to be, screaming into her camera, or at least talking loudly. I don't want to be a gaslighter, but yeah, like very forcefully telling whoever it is that would be watching her channel, y'all figure it out. That is not our job. That is not our desire. Nobody's paying the viewers, the common folk, the onlookers, the court watchers. Nobody is paying us to figure anything out. And so nobody's going to be figuring anything out. People are going to be watching this trial. They're going to watch it closely. They're going to listen to the information that comes out. And yes, people are going to form their own opinion. My God. And that you can't stop anybody from doing. And on day 3, I just think I think this is completely ludicrous. So it's like, sir, get off the gas.
What makes him a demon? Nobody defending him. I'll defend you the same way, Tupac. Get out of here, right? I would defend you too if they said you did something that they haven't proven. Prove what he did. Only thing y'all seen was the situation with him and Cassie. What did he do? Where is the evidence? All I'm asking y'all. Where is the evidence? Y'all saying, oh yeah, it gotta be there. Where is it? Where there's nobody. Go on ahead. You obviously you live on the internet, right? So go into your world and you Google for the evidence. There's no evidence. It will be in jail.
He said, go into your world and Google for the evidence. Does he know how ridiculous this? I mean, is it? I know it's not just me, so I'm not even going to say that. But sir, like, this is mad. This is a madness. You're telling people to go find the very protected evidence that the government has, as they have done their due diligence, they have done their investigation, they're making their case. This is what this is. This is the trial. This is the place when everything is going to be put on display that they have figured out. Why is he telling the viewers to go Google and find out everything that the government has within their case? That's not possible. That's not possible. And then he's saying, I'm not defending him. But you are defending him. You are defending him. And I don't know. I feel like just say that. Just say, this is my friend, brother, cousin, homeboy, god brother, good family relation, classmate. I don't know what he actually is, but just say that, and just say, I don't believe he did these things. Y'all listen to the evidence. It's gonna all come out. We know where he stands on everything, and he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out of this thing on top. Why not just say that? But to sit there and forcefully tell whoever it is that you're talking to, go Google for the evidence, you won't find any. Well, I mean, of course not. This is the government. They've done an investigation. They have everything that they have, and they're going to show what they have in 2 months' time. This is day 3. I'm sorry. This is ludicrous. Let's move forward.
Jail. There would be no sense. He's in jail. He would be in prison. There would not be a need for jury or court system had he been guilty of it. It's all this, my friend, smart people, it's called alleged crimes.
You said, what is he looking around for? He's waiting for the family to come.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking around for.
He's waiting for the family.
And it's raining.
He's waiting for the family. Once they get here, you'll see them.
So anyway, it's an alleged crime, not a fact crime. So
somebody said he's going to prison.
All right. So when he's done, what you gonna do then? You can't go to prison without. You can't go to prison without proof. This the same country. Y'all say he's going to prison.
Linda said feds don't lose. Linda, I got a case where they lost. I got a couple of cases
let me
they
tell
lost.
her something. Linda, I'm not going to talk to these people anymore. They clearly just going off what they talk about. The only reason the Fed don't lose, Linda, and they only win 98%. The reason why they win 98% of their case, because all their cases, do your own homework. They always put 25 to life on the back of their cases. So guilty people plead out. So they have to do, if they go to trial and they lose, they're going to get 25 to 35 years. So they plead out, hence giving the government the win. That's why they win. 98% of the people that are brought in here, right, plead out. They don't go to trial. They rarely go to trial. R. Kelly went to trial, won the first time, right? Michael Jackson went to trial, won. You follow me? Bill Cosby went to trial, blew, but they had to go back and over return it. When you go to trial, that means all the proof that they said that they claim they have, they actually have to have it. And if they don't have it, they lose. That's how that works. Nobody doing favoritism. Nobody doing none of that. It is what it is. The proof, like, if you went to work and your boss fired you because he heard you did something with no proof, would that be fair to you? No.
Somebody says crossing state line is trafficking, drug money and guns. More than 3 people involved is the RICO.
Absolutely.
So what? Okay. So Phenomenal Mama says, so what about the guy from day 26 that was abused by Diddy?
First of all, he was not. Oh my God, that's crazy. First of all, he already told you one that y'all believe anything on the internet. He didn't say when he said abuse, right? Walking to get cheesecake and shit and stuff like that, he felt was abuse. He didn't say. He never told y'all what type of abuse. If I yelled at you,
now I'm offended. I am offended because isn't this the same man that just said, go to Google and do your research? Did he not? And we know he did. He just very forcefully commanded the people that are watching this content creators live right now. whenever this was, day 3, he just said, go to Google and do your research. Everything that you want to know, you could find it. And since you can't find any evidence, it's not there. That's what he just said. Now he's saying y'all believe everything on the internet. See, this guy right here, he is a gaslighter. And no matter what happens, you cannot there's no winnable argument with a person like this. They're just going to go the other way. As soon as you come at them with one thing, they're going to go the other way. And then you come with another thing, they're going to go the other way. Even if they just came from that way, they're going to go again and make it seem like you're wrong for saying this. This is Diddy's god brother, cousin. The content creator said pretty much everything. And he said he was a relative and close family friend. Do y'all believe him? Does anybody believe him?
All day long, and you're temperamental, abuse, yeah. Right? If I yell at you all day long, or yell at you for doing stuff, and you're temperamental, and you have mental issues, yes, that's abuse mentally, right? But y'all took it on face value that it was like he abused them. The boys didn't let no fuck use them. That didn't happen.
Somebody asked, do Cassie have immunity?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, she has immunity, y'all. Absolutely.
And see the stuff that,
but most Zaya, most celebrities use fake names when they go into hotels and stuff like that. Majority of them do because they want people to know that they're in there.
Right. So I mean,
they use fake names.
Right. So guys that cheat on their wife use fake names. People use fake names so they want to be anonymous going places. So I don't understand. I don't. Anyway, but the point I'm trying to tell you is clearly this simple. The man is presumed. So y'all know better than the judge, right? Listen what the judge, Superanian, said. He's pursuing. He told the jury and the news people that's there. This man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Y'all can't come in here with that mindset that he's guilty because he's presumed innocent. Look that up. I'm not making this stuff up. This is people just living on the internet. You got to do your homework. You got to really investigate. If you're going to get on this thing and talk, at least know what you're talking about. So the judge, the prosecution, everything with Puff is alleged. You know, white media says alleged. Black media,
guilty.
Oh, he found him guilty. But the white media always said, producer Sean Diddy Combs with alleged sex crimes or alleged racketeering. They put alleged on it because they smart, right? They smart. They know what they know. They can't go around saying that about him.
Who is this gentleman? This is one of his family's closest friends. Diddy's close friend. He's waiting for the family to come in. He goes in with the family, y'all. He is who he is.
I don't care what they think.
He is who he is. I've seen him all the time go in with them, y'all. I'm not going to tell the man to shut up. That's kind of rude.
No. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. You can tell me to shut up. That don't mean I will. You understand how that works? You're home upset and watching this lady, and you're mad because you're wrong. And I'm okay with that. You got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, I feel stupid. Yeah, you should. So don't come at me crazy. I don't care. When this court case over, I'm going to go home, see my wife, probably go to dinner in the rain, and then go back home, get ready for court again tomorrow. Figure out where I'm on vacation for the rest of the summer. I got a couple concerts that got to happen. So, I'm going to go home and figure out and figure that out. You're going to wake up tomorrow and figure out, hope you don't get fired. Don't come for me like that. I ain't did nothing to y'all. I'm trying to educate y'all about something. I didn't tell y'all to root for him. I didn't tell y'all to support him. I was just I don't care if it was anyone else, if it been one of y'all, I'd say the same thing. They have to have proof. That's all I said. They have to have proof to convict them. There's no proof. That's all I said. I didn't call y'all a liar. I didn't tell you to shut up. I didn't say that going to show me your level of maturity. We have an adult conversation. That's all I said to you. I'm just explaining to y'all how it works. I'm explaining to you what the judge at the federal State Building said. He is presumed innocent. You have to presume that Mr. Combs is innocent until all the facts are in. Y'all better than the judge, the lawyers, the federal prosecution. Y'all better than everybody. Y'all was there. I forgot about that.
I think I can't be sure, but I think presumed innocent until proven guilty is what the criminal justice system has to do, which is presume him innocent until proven guilty. The media has a responsibility to put out that these crimes are alleged against him. He's been accused, but in our country, we presume that people are innocent until they have been proven guilty. So this is for the jury. This is for like within the criminal justice system. And I would say the media needs to always say that people are presumed innocent until proven guilty, and that they've been accused. This is what is being alleged against them. However, we presume that they are innocent until somebody proves that they are guilty. These are things that it's like, I don't know, sir, a formality. You cannot tell people that they can't have their opinion. They can have their opinion. They can think all they want to and say that they think he did these things. That's just what people can do. You can have an opinion. Nobody has to go around acting like they don't have an opinion when they do. But when you speak about the crime and the person doing the crime in a formal way, I think in media, or, I think it should be understood that this is how our criminal justice system works. But I don't think that was ever meant to strip people of having their opinion. That is something that you can do. And I think when they pick juries, they try to pick a jury that does not already have an opinion, because they don't even know the person, they've not heard of the case, and they try to pick people that wouldn't already have a preconceived notion. They try. But that there's no foolproof way to know if somebody already knows about what's been alleged. And there's no foolproof. They question the people, they try to get them to be honest as much as possible, and then at the end of the day you have to pick a jury of folks, of regular people. So these are people that could have an opinion, or they could very quickly adopt an opinion when they start hearing the evidence. And that's just how people work. It's just how it works. You would hope that you get a jury that can listen to every single fact and all the evidence, and then at the very last day, put all the pieces together and go, we're going to acquit him, or he is guilty. But we're people also. And I think people formulate opinions, and there's nothing this guy can do about it.
Y'all got all the evidence, and y'all was there, so that's how y'all know he's guilty.
Yeah, y'all gotta be cool now. I don't do the disrespect.
No, they can do that. See, they're not disrespecting me. So let them do what they do. They're disrespecting themselves. That's what they're doing. They're just showing the other people on there the level of their maturity. Just because you can hate somebody, right? That don't make you give you the right to wish ill will upon them. The Bible says, judge people, and you will be judged on the same manner you have judged them. Look that up. Being I like making stuff up. Matthew 7. All right.
Are they coming?
Yeah.
It's 9:05.
Oh yeah, they about to get less.
That's them right there. There they go. There they go. Here they come. That's a BMW. That's a Mercedes.
All right, that's.
Okay, they're flashing. They're flashing the lights. Okay, why are they flashing? Here come the news people. They're gonna run over here now. Watch. They're gonna run over here. They're gonna run over here. They're calling you now. Oh, here they come. Look at the family, y'all. Got an umbrella for them? There they go right here, y'all. His mom. It's a puddle here. It's a puddle. It's a puddle right here. You don't have a what's the name? Put them on across.
This is also the gentleman that's been wearing the free puff
The news people
shirt
right there trying to get them.
as we've seen the trial progress forward. So he's normally out there with his free puff shirt and sweatshirt and whatnot on.
They're not gonna let them out? Okay. Okay.
Also, this man has, I did go over to his Instagram. He's going to get to it. I don't know if we're going to get to it, but he did finally get to his socials and everything. And so he has a Instagram page by the name of Lucci Brand. If you want to pop over there, it's Lucci, Lucci, Lucci Brand on Instagram. And when I
Hey,
went over there, I don't know
they
if
got trying to get
came
closer to the sidewalk. They gotta
a
move.
few days ago
They
when
gotta
I
move so they can get
went
closer
to
to the sidewalk.
Instagram to check out his page. I was interested to see if I would see Diddy on his page, if I would see any of the Diddy's children over there on his page, maybe some pictures with them or anything. But I didn't. I didn't see Diddy on his Instagram. I don't know. Maybe I didn't look far enough. But what I
You gotta
did
back up.
see
You gotta back
was
up. Back.
that he has his clothing brand.
Get off, bud.
Again, Lucci
Get them
Brand.
all up.
He's got some t-shirts. He's got sweatshirts. He has hats and
You got your
what else?
head all wet, right?
He had, when I was over there, and I might stand corrected because I looked
Right
at
here.
one time, but when I was over there, he had 13, maybe 1,400 followers. And so that was another
There they
thing
come.
that stood out to me, as just because like Diddy has millions of followers on Instagram. Diddy's sons have millions of followers. I wasn't exactly sure how to look the daughters up. I did look for them, but I just, in that short time, I didn't find the daughters. But the sons, they all have into the millions of followers. And, meanwhile, this close family friend of theirs only has 1,400 followers. So I did think that was a little bit lopsided, you know. I would hope that if I had a family member or a really close family friend that was into the millions of followers like that and I had a brand, I would hope that they would, you know, show me a bit more love than that. I really would. I'm really not even just being open shady right there. I just it's like, hey, you know, hype me up, somebody. Because I'm over here selling and the clothes look decent. They're not bad looking stuff. One of the t-shirts was kind of like a takeoff
That's the
from
bodyguard right there.
Ralph Lauren teddy
Bodyguard.
bear t-shirts,
All right.
and it was maybe like a chipmunk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
kind
go
of
turn
like
off
a
my phone
chipmunk,
now.
but with the
That's the
same
family
type of
went in.
thing, the Ralph Lauren teddy
Turn
bear.
off my phone.
He would have on
I'll see you
jeans
guys in a
and
minute.
like a little
Bye.
sweatshirt, with a little chipmunk right in the front of the sweatshirt or the
All right, bye, y'all.
shirt that you're wearing. So some of this stuff was let's see. Oh, okay, we made it to the end. I don't ever remember him giving his socials. I guess I don't know. Maybe I was talking over the part when they went over it. But they did, like I said, they did let me come back here. Just a second. Okay. But yeah, they definitely did get to that. Like I said, he's Lucci brand on Instagram. You could go check his stuff out. I did see a couple celebrities over there though. Gosh, what's the guy's name? It really was. He does have a couple of celebrities that wear his stuff. I think Flavor Flav was in his stuff. Okay, maybe it won't take me too long. I'm gonna try to get over there. I closed my everything down the other day and it didn't ask me to restore my pages, and so everything I had open closed, and I don't like that. Kind of like for my stuff to stay open so I can remember what I was doing. But let me try to get to it real quick here. Lucci brand, it should pop right up. Lucci brand NYC. Okay, get back over here, share my screen so y'all can see his stuff. Cause yeah, again, you know, he does know the people. He knows them. But it's like, hey, if you like me and you know me and we're real goods, you know, hype your bestie up, you know, like tell somebody about me. See, here he is. I don't know if y'all can see this really good, but what I can see is that it says 59 posts, 1375 followers. He's following 364. So who did I see on here? So see that free puff? He's been wearing that free puff stuff to the trial. Let's see. I saw, what is that man's name? See little chipmunk? Who is this? Peter Guns. So Peter Guns is yeah, that's his Lucci. Yeah, Lucci brand. So Peter Guns is rocking his Lucci brand. Okay, let's see if anybody else that we know of. Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav is rocking the Lucci. Okay. And Ed Lover. Okay. Ed Lover is, oh, okay. He's got the hat on. I was like, wait a minute. That's just a solid white t shirt. he's got on the hat. So, but yeah. So this was the interview that the content creator did on the man that says he said he was a family member and a close family friend. She said that he was Diddy's godbrother, cousin, and pretty much everything. So that's how it started. That's how I'm going to end it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in and hanging in here with me. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.